Every one of us, at some point, stands at the crossroads between faith and fear. It's a universal experience. You felt it, I felt it. It's that moment when you're about to step into the unknown, facing an unclear path and you have a choice. On one side, fear whispers, stay here, it's safe, don't take the risk. On the other, faith encourages, go ahead, you've got this. Something incredible is waiting for you. This battle between faith and fear is part of being human. It's a conflict we encounter in our personal lives, careers, and relationships. It's the tension we feel when we dream of something bigger, something that can take us beyond our current reality. We start imagining a future filled with possibilities, but just as quickly as those dreams take shape, fear sneaks in, bringing doubts in its wake. Think back to the last time you faced a major decision. Perhaps it was starting a new job, moving to a new city, or taking a chance on love. The moment you felt excitement, wasn't fear right there, dousing it with a flood of what ifs. What if I fail? What if it's a mistake? What if I'm not good enough? Fear seeks to protect us from pain, failure, rejection. It convinces us that the safer route is staying where we are, not rocking the boat. But here's the truth. Fear lies. It tells you staying put is safe, but in reality, it's the slow death of your dreams. Fear keeps you small, keeps you stuck, and the longer you listen to it, the stronger its grip becomes, until it controls your life. On the other side of this internal tug of war is faith. Faith doesn't deny challenges or ignore the possibility of failure. Instead, it redefines how you see those obstacles. Faith transforms what seems insurmountable into stepping stones, opportunities to grow, learn, and become strong. Faith isn't just belief, it's trust. Trust that no matter what happens, you'll find a way. Trust in your resilience, your resourcefulness, and your capability. Faith assures you that even if you stumble or fall, you have the strength to rise again. So when you're at that crossroads, remember this. Fear might feel real, but it is faith that will lead you to where you're meant to go. Faith whispers, go ahead, take that step. And when you do, you begin to unleash a power within yourself, a power that's been waiting for its chance to shine. Now let's explore the nature of fear, because understanding it is the first step in overcoming it. Fear is that inner voice saying, you can't. It's the nagging feeling in your gut that magnifies worst-case scenarios until they feel inevitable. Fear thrives on the unknown, drawing its strength from uncertainty and the potential for failure. Fear thrives on the unknown, drawing its strength from uncertainty and the potential for failure. It magnifies what could go wrong, distorting reality until it feels as though disaster is inevitable. It thrives in the shadows of doubt, feeding off hesitation and second guessing. The more attention you give it, the more power it gains. But here's the thing about fear. It only holds as much power as you allow it to. When you begin to shine a light on it, when you question its motives and challenge its assumptions, you start to see fear for what it truly is. It's not a wall blocking your path. It's a shadow that shifts and fades when confronted with courage. This is where faith steps in. Faith doesn't just silence fear, it reframes it. Faith acknowledges the risks but focuses on the possibilities. It reminds you that every step forward, no matter how small, is progress. Faith empowers you to see setbacks not as failures, but as lessons, opportunities to learn, adjust, and grow stronger. Imagine this, you're standing on the edge of a cliff, looking out at a gap you need to cross. Fear will fixate on the distance, the risk of falling, and all the ways things could go wrong. But faith will show you the bridge you hadn't noticed, the tools you already possess to build a way across, or the wings you didn't realize you had. Faith shifts your focus from the obstacles to the solutions. Here's a simple truth. Nothing extraordinary is ever achieved without stepping out of your comfort zone. Every success story begins with a leap of faith, a moment when someone chose to believe in the possibilities rather than the fears. The people who inspire us, the innovators, the dreamers, the change makers, they didn't get there by playing it safe. They felt the fear, acknowledged it, and took the leap anyway. But let's be clear, choosing faith doesn't mean fear disappears. It means you choose to act in spite of it. It's not about being fearless, it's about being courageous. Courage is what happens when you feel the fear and move forward anyway, trusting that each step will reveal the next. So how do you cultivate this faith? Start by shifting your mindset. Instead of asking, what if I fail? Ask, what if I succeed? Instead of focusing on the worst case scenario, envision the best possible outcome. Surround yourself with people who uplift and encourage you. Read stories of those who have walked similar paths, and most importantly, take action, no matter how small. Each step forward builds confidence, strengthens your faith, and weakens the hold of fear. Remember this, fear is natural, but it doesn't have to define you. You have the power to choose faith, to rewrite the narrative, and to take control of your story. The path ahead might be uncertain, but that's where the magic happens. Faith isn't about knowing every step of the journey. It's about trusting that you'll figure it out along the way. So the next time you find yourself standing at the crossroads of faith and fear, listen closely. Let fear remind you of the risks, but let faith show you the possibilities. Take that step forward, no matter how daunting it feels. Because on the other side of fear lies the life you've been dreaming of, the life you're meant to live. Fear thrives on uncertainty and doubt, feeding off the narratives we construct about what might go wrong. Consider how fear manifests in your life. It could stem from the fear of failure, rejection, or even success. Fear is a master of disguise, appearing in various forms, but its aim is consistent: to prevent you from moving forward. It convinces you that staying within your comfort zone is the safest route and that avoiding risk is the only way to protect yourself. But here's the truth. Fear is deceptive. Its purpose isn't to safeguard you, but to confine you. Fear tries to persuade you that avoiding the unknown ensures safety, but in reality, fear acts as a prison, a set of chains restraining you from reaching your full potential. When fear governs your actions, your life becomes smaller, less vibrant, and far below what you're truly capable of achieving. Ironically, the more you yield to fear, the more powerful it becomes. It begins with a single hesitation or a fleeting doubt, and before long, it influences every choice you make. Now ask yourself, how many opportunities have you passed up because fear held you back? How often have you told yourself, I can't do this, without even trying? Fear keeps you trapped in a loop, replaying the same narratives and patterns while making change seem too risky. However, fear only wields the power you grant it. It thrives in the shadows of your mind, in those corners where uncertainty and self-doubt linger. Yet, the moment you confront fear and shine a light on it, its grip weakens. Fear cannot withstand every step you take forward. Every moment you push through discomfort diminishes fear's control over you. That doesn't mean fear will disappear entirely. It's an inherent part of being human. But you can learn to coexist with fear without allowing it to dictate your decisions. You can acknowledge its presence without giving it authority. Fear isn't your enemy. It's a signal, a sign that you're venturing out of your comfort zone, growing, and approaching something remarkable. When fear arises, recognize it for what it truly is: a test. It challenges your determination, bravery, and commitment to your goals. Every time you overcome that test, choosing action over avoidance, you grow stronger. You become more confident, evolving into the person who refuses to let fear obstruct their path to greatness. Face your fears and take that first step. Now let's pivot and explore the power of faith. If fear is the force holding you back, faith is the one that propels you forward. Faith is the calm, unwavering voice within that reassures you, you've got this. It's the belief in something greater than your present circumstances, even when the outcome isn't clear. Faith enables you to embrace the unknown with confidence, take risks, and trust the process of life. It isn't about being able to see every step of the path. It's about trusting that the path exists. It's not about pretending that everything will be easy or that success is guaranteed. Faith acknowledges the challenges but still chooses to move forward. It's about having a strong, clear vision for your life, one that is so powerful it pulls you through tough times, setbacks, and doubts. When you act from a place of faith, your focus shifts from what could go wrong to what could go right. You begin to see opportunities where others see obstacles. You trust in your ability to handle whatever comes your way, and this trust isn't blind. It's based on the experience that you've overcome difficulties before and can do it again. Faith is powerful because it's not passive. It doesn't wait for things to happen, it makes things happen. It's about taking the first step, even when you don't know exactly where it will lead. Because the thing is, faith doesn't require you to see the whole path. It only asks you to take that first step, trusting that the rest will unfold as you go. This kind of faith can change your life. It can take you from doubt and hesitation to action and empowerment. Faith gives you the courage to follow your dreams, take risks, and persevere through challenges. It fuels your drive no matter the obstacles in your way. But faith isn't something that just appears. It's like a muscle. It grows stronger the more you use it. Every time you take action despite fear, you strengthen that muscle. You reinforce your belief that you're capable, strong, and able to achieve what you set out to do. How do you cultivate faith in your life? It starts with small steps. You don't have to make giant leaps right away. Begin by taking one small action each day that brings you closer to your goals. Each step in faith makes the next one easier. Over time, faith becomes your natural state of mind, not fear. Faith is your strongest ally against fear. It's the light that leads you through darkness, the compass that keeps you on track. When you live with faith as your guide, there are no limits to what you can accomplish. Trust your journey and take that first step in faith. What you focus on shapes your reality. It influences how you feel, act, and ultimately what you achieve. This isn't just motivational thinking, it's a reality of life. Your mind has a powerful ability to amplify whatever you focus on. Focus on fear and it grows. Focus on faith and it expands. Consider this. When you're consumed by fear, it's because your mind fixates on every possible negative outcome. You replay worst-case scenarios over and over, making them feel inevitable. You focus on what could go wrong, but when you focus on faith, you shift your attention to what could go right. You start to see potential and possibility instead of problems and pitfalls. Your mindset becomes one of opportunity rather than limitation. This shift is not just a matter of positive thinking. It's a conscious choice to trust in yourself, your journey, and the process. Faith empowers you to take that first step, even when the path ahead seems unclear. It's not about having all the answers right away. It's about moving forward with the confidence that you'll find the clarity you need along the way. Every decision made from a place of faith reinforces your belief in your ability to succeed. As you continue to take action, you'll notice how the challenges you once feared seem less daunting. What once appeared as insurmountable obstacles become stepping stones to your growth. The more you nurture faith in your life, the more it will guide you through uncertainty and help you push past fear. Over time, you will discover that faith doesn't just transform your actions, it transforms your entire way of thinking. You'll begin to trust in the process, knowing that the challenges you face are part of your growth, not signs of defeat. In moments of doubt, remember this. The obstacles you face today may very well be the lessons that shape your success tomorrow. With faith, you not only move through challenges, you grow from them. So how do you keep faith alive in your journey? It's about consistency. Keep taking those small steps. Keep trusting in the process even when it's tough. Know that each step forward is a victory, no matter how small. And over time, these steps will accumulate into something extraordinary. When you choose faith over fear, you're choosing to take control of your life. You're choosing to trust in your ability to shape your own future. Faith is not just an abstract concept. It's a powerful force that can propel you towards success, fulfillment, and happiness. Remember, the journey may not always be easy, but it's always worth it. Keep faith as your guiding light and watch how it transforms your life. Often we find ourselves overwhelmed by fear, imagining all the things that could go wrong. This can leave us feeling stuck. However, the key isn't the fear itself, but where we direct our focus. If you shift your attention away from fear and toward faith, focusing on what could go right instead of worrying about failure, you begin to see success. Instead of anticipating problems, you start recognizing opportunities. This shift in focus is powerful because it changes how we feel and how we act. It fuels our energy, clarity, and determination to move forward. This approach isn't about ignoring challenges or pretending risks don't exist. It's about deciding where to focus your mental energy. You have the ability to choose what deserves your attention. When you focus on your vision, your goals, and the actions you can take today to get closer to them, momentum builds. And momentum fuels faith, which diminishes fear. Here's the truth. You can't focus on both fear and faith at the same time. It's like trying to look in two directions simultaneously. It just doesn't work. You have to choose which one will dominate your mind. The more you practice focusing on faith, the easier it becomes. At first, it may take some effort to shift your focus, but once you do, the clarity of faith becomes much stronger and fear fades into the background. This process starts with awareness. Pay attention to where your mind goes in moments of uncertainty. Are you focusing on what scares you, or are you searching for the possibilities that excite you? With practice, it becomes more natural to focus on faith rather than fear. Each time doubt creeps in, pause and ask yourself, what am I focusing on right now? Then consciously shift your focus to what you can control, to the actions you can take, and to the belief that you are capable of handling whatever comes your way. Remember, where your focus goes, your energy flows, so that energy flows toward faith. Now let's explore the role of action in overcoming fear with faith. Action serves as the bridge between belief and reality. The truth is, fear cannot survive when you take action. Fear thrives on hesitation, delay, and overthinking. It grows when you stay still, paralyzed by what could go wrong. But the moment you take any step, no matter how small, you strip fear of its power. When you're consumed by fear, the last thing you feel like doing is acting. You might think you should wait until the fear disappears, but waiting for fear to vanish is like waiting for the ocean to calm before you dive in. It doesn't work that way. Instead of waiting for the perfect moment or the fear to subside, take action now. Even a small, deliberate step can shift your perspective and weaken the grip of fear. Action builds confidence, and with each step forward, you'll notice that fear starts to lose its influence. Remember, action doesn't have to be dramatic or bold. Sometimes it's as simple as planning your next move, reaching out for advice, or gathering the resources you need. Each of these small steps reinforces your faith and helps you gain momentum. The more consistent your actions, the more your confidence grows, creating a cycle where faith becomes stronger and fear fades away. This doesn't mean you'll never feel fear again. Fear is a natural part of life. It's how you respond to it that matters. When fear arises, let it remind you that you're stepping outside your comfort zone. Use it as a signal to take action rather than retreating. With time, you'll come to see fear not as an obstacle, but as a sign of growth. In addition to action, surrounding yourself with the right environment plays a crucial role in sustaining faith. The people you spend time with, the content you consume, and even your daily habits shape your mindset. Seek out individuals and experiences that inspire, uplift, and encourage you to keep moving forward. Avoid situations or influences that feed your doubts or keep you anchored in fear. Ultimately, fear and faith are both fueled by focus and action. When you choose to act despite fear, you start to create a reality shaped by faith. This reality becomes a reflection of your courage, determination, and belief in yourself. So the next time fear shows up, don't wait for it to disappear. Take a step, any step, and keep going. Redirect your focus, lean into faith, and let your actions be the proof of what's possible. You are capable of achieving more than you imagine, and the life you envision is within reach. All it takes is a decision to move forward, one action at a time. Fear is a natural part of the journey. It's not about erasing fear, but learning to move through it. The key to overcoming fear is action. Action disrupts fear's grip by shifting your focus. It pulls you out of your thoughts, where fear thrives, and anchors you in the present moment. Action reframes the narrative from "what if I fail?" to "what's my next step?" With every step forward, you build momentum, and that momentum becomes the antidote to fear. When you recognize fear for what it truly is, it transforms your perspective. Consider this: if you believe fear will stop you from succeeding, remember that action doesn't have to be a grand gesture. Even a small, intentional step toward your goal is meaningful. What matters is progress. Each small step chips away at fear, building confidence and strengthening your belief in yourself. Through action, you realize, I can handle this. That realization grows with every step, making the next one easier. Action also clarifies your path. Fear makes everything feel overwhelming, as if you must solve every problem at once. Action, however, breaks down the big picture into manageable steps, helping you focus on what you can do now, not tomorrow, not next week, but today. That's where your power lies. Action has a ripple effect. When you act, you inspire those around you. Your courage becomes a source of motivation for others, demonstrating that fear can be overcome. This creates a collective energy, a shift from inaction to progress that propels everyone forward. The next time fear surfaces, ask yourself, what's one action I can take right now? It doesn't need to be perfect or monumental. It just needs to be something. Once you begin, fear loses its hold. As you continue, faith takes the lead, guiding you to where you need to go. Remember, action is the antidote to fear. Take that first step and keep moving forward. Let's shift to another crucial aspect of managing fear, the company you keep. You've likely heard the saying, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. There's truth to this. The people around you significantly influence your mindset, attitude, and actions. When it comes to choosing faith over fear, your environment can either elevate or hinder you. Take a moment to reflect. Have you ever spent time with someone whose energy either lifted you up or held you back? Being mindful of the people you surround yourself with is essential. If you're consistently in the presence of individuals who amplify negativity or feed into fear, it becomes harder to rise above those feelings. On the other hand, when you surround yourself with people who encourage, inspire, and challenge you to grow, their influence becomes a powerful force in choosing faith over fear. Think of your circle as a mirror of the mindset you want to cultivate. Positive, forward-thinking individuals foster an environment of courage and progress. They help you see possibilities instead of roadblocks. Their optimism becomes contagious, and soon you find yourself adopting that same perspective. But this doesn't mean cutting ties with everyone who struggles with fear or negativity. Instead, it's about balance. Seek out relationships that uplift and motivate you while being a source of encouragement for others. Sometimes your actions and mindset can inspire those around you to choose faith over fear as well. This is why intentionally curating your circle is so important. Find mentors, friends, or colleagues who embody the mindset you want to develop. Let their actions remind you that fear is a shared human experience, but not an insurmountable one. Beyond action and the company you keep, perspective plays a significant role in overcoming fear. Fear often exaggerates the risks and minimizes the rewards. It creates a distorted lens through which we view our challenges. But shifting your perspective can completely change how you approach fear. Instead of focusing on what could go wrong, focus on what you can gain. Ask yourself, what's the best that could happen? Visualizing success rather than failure allows you to channel your energy into productive efforts. This mindset doesn't ignore the risks, but rather reframes them as manageable steps along the path to your goal. Perspective also helps you recognize that setbacks and failures are not the end of the road. They're opportunities to learn and grow. Fear thrives on the idea of perfection, but progress comes from embracing imperfection and continuing to move forward despite it. So, how do you put all of this into practice? Have you ever spent time with someone who is constantly negative, always worrying, and seemingly trapped in a perpetual state of fear? It's exhausting, isn't it? Their fear seems to seep into you, making it harder to hold on to your own positivity and confidence. Fear has a way of spreading quickly, especially in environments dominated by negativity and doubt. The good news? Faith is just as contagious. When you surround yourself with people who believe in possibilities, act with courage, and persevere through challenges, their energy rubs off on you. Their faith fuels yours. Watching someone take risks, conquer their fears, and succeed is inspiring. It reminds you of what's possible and strengthens your determination to follow suit. The people in your life should serve as your greatest allies on your journey of faith and growth. They should encourage you to dream bigger, aim higher, and step outside your comfort zone. They should support you during moments of doubt and remind you of your inner strength when you feel weak. This kind of supportive network is invaluable because, let's be honest, fear can sometimes feel overwhelming. In those difficult times, having people who believe in you, even when you struggle to believe in yourself, can make all the difference. Take a moment to reflect on your current circle. Are the people around you lifting you up or pulling you down? Are they helping nurture your faith or feeding your fears? This doesn't mean cutting ties with everyone who isn't a beacon of positivity. Rather, it's about being mindful of the influence they have on you. Small adjustments in the company you keep can lead to significant shifts in your mindset and outlook. And remember, you also have the power to be a source of faith and positivity for others. Be the person who encourages, uplifts, and sees the potential in every situation. Your faith can inspire those around you to find their own, creating a ripple effect that transforms not just your life, but the lives of others. In the end, we're social creatures who thrive in communities. The right community can help sustain your faith during the toughest times. Choose your companions wisely and let their faith energize your journey. Surround yourself with belief and let it guide you through any storm. Beyond just the people in your circle, think about the environments you place yourself in. Your surroundings have a powerful influence on your mindset. Are you engaging in activities and spaces that reinforce your faith and positivity, or are you spending time in places that amplify negativity, fear, and doubt? A supportive environment goes beyond relationships. It includes what you consume daily, the books you read, the media you watch, and even the social media you scroll through can shape your perspective. Surround yourself with content that uplifts and motivates you. Seek out stories of resilience, courage, and success that align with the mindset you want to cultivate. Sometimes building the right environment means taking a step back from noise, digital or otherwise, and creating moments of stillness. Quiet reflection can strengthen your inner faith and help you realign with your goals. While building your own circle of support is vital, don't forget your role in someone else's journey. Everyone has the capacity to influence others. When you show belief in someone's potential, you're giving them a gift that could change their life. Encouragement is a simple yet powerful act. A kind word, a reminder of their strengths, or even your own example of perseverance can inspire those around you to grow. Think of yourself as a light in someone's darkness, helping them see possibilities they might not have considered. But this doesn't mean taking on others' burdens to the point of exhaustion. Supporting someone is about empowering them, not carrying their load for them. Be mindful of maintaining your own energy while uplifting others. Of course, no matter how strong your faith or how supportive your circle is, life will throw challenges your way. There will be moments when fear seems louder than hope. In these times, lean into the foundation you've built. Remember that faith is not the absence of fear, but the decision to move forward despite it. Draw strength from the people, environments, and practices that keep you grounded. Even in the face of uncertainty, trust that you have the tools and support needed to weather the storm. As you grow in faith and confidence, you'll notice how it begins to ripple outward. Your positivity will inspire others to make changes in their own lives. When you choose courage over fear and hope over doubt, you're not just changing your story, you're influencing those around you to do the same. Imagine a world where more people live this way, where fear doesn't dominate and belief in possibilities is the norm. It starts with you choosing each day to focus on what's possible and surrounding yourself with those who do the same. Faith is a journey, not a destination. It's built daily through the people you connect with, the environments you immerse yourself in, and the choices you make. Surround yourself with those who remind you of your strength, encourage you to grow, and inspire you to keep moving forward. Together, with the right mindset and community, there's no storm you can't weather. Choose faith, choose positivity, and watch how it transforms not only your life, but the lives of everyone you touch.